Women are non-violent, but they will shit inside of your heart.
Huh? Kaboom. I think I've seen this guy around, but I do not know much about him. This is 9 years ago, and it's from Louis C.K., and it's called Boys versus Girls. So we're gonna watch that one today, since I know that you guys like when I react to comedians that were many times before my lifetime, or when I was not old enough to formulate a single thought besides, like, eating Honey Nut Cheerios for breakfast. So, let me see what makes this skit so great.
Boys are hard to raise, man. All my sisters have boys, and I just feel for them because it's really hard, and they really do. Here's the thing, though. Girls are just as hard to raise, but on a whole other level. They're different. Here's the difference to me between boys and girls.
Let's hear it.
Boys fuck things up.
Oh.
Girls are fucked up.
He's not wrong.
That's the difference.
Like, okay, when I was little, like in kindergarten, if you gave anybody a curricular activity, like Legos or something, right? Like building something, the girls would build something. We'd all get together. Sometimes you'd get some of the girls like, no, I want to build my own thing, right? But boys, okay, they would only build something or wait for another guy to build something so they could knock it over. You know what I mean? Like the girls were like, I'm going to make some craftsman. I'm gonna create something, and the guys are like, I hope something gets created because I wish to be Godzilla in this aspect and destroy it all.
Boys just do damage to your house that you can measure in dollars like a hurricane. Girls, like, leave scars in your psyche that you find later.
Yeah, see, but that it makes sense though, right? If you think about it, because like men are kind of told to like toughen up, brother, toughen up. You know, they're not encouraged to have the emotional intelligence, but they are encouraged to physically, you know, be tough. You know, so it's like it's all the arsenal that you give them, right? You want them to be strong and then suck it up. You're gonna get the people that are more physical. You want to have them be like emotionally intelligent and able to express their feelings. That's going to be their weapon of choice.
Like a genocide or an atrocity. Like my sister-in-law came over once with her little boy. He's like 4 years old, and she comes over and she's been with him all day, so she's in bad shape. She's got a drink, and she's like, I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. And I put like an army blanket around her, trying to calm her down.
Oh no.
And then her little boy walks after her. He's got a handful of sand. I don't know where he got it. There's no sand in my home.
Randomly, the boy child has found sand. There's no sand. There's no beaches anywhere, but somehow he has acquired sand.
He's got a handful of it.
He has pocket sand. The child has pocket sand.
Walks up to his mom and just throws it right in her drink.
No! How could he do this? She was already having an emotional breakdown. Where did he get that? He just spawned pocket sand.
It's all she had.
All she had was the drink in her hand, and he was like, not anymore.
And he just ruined it. Really confident, too, not like this. He was like, yeah, that's where that shit goes, right there.
Confidently, looking her right in the eyes. Here's my sand in your silly drink.
And I was blown away by this because I have girls, they would never dream of doing that. It wouldn't even enter their heads that a person could do that. But they're fucked up. Like,
listen, okay, I always used to think, like, people be like, oh, that's more, like, rude, like, right? Like, oh, he's more rude for doing that. Like, a little girl wouldn't do that. I'm like, that's kind of creative, though. Like, I feel like all children are filled with mischief, probably because I was, okay? I just feel like it's different types of mischief. Like, that was a mischief.
Like my 5-year-old, the other day, one of her toys broke. and she demanded that I break her sister's toy.
Yep. So you get a guy, you break his, like, I don't know, squirt gun or something, that he's gonna, like, run over and like get in a physical disagreement with another boy about it, or go over, you know what I mean? Like, am I wrong? Most of my chat is dudes. If you're little, when you were little, if one of your guy friends broke a toy on purpose, usually what I would guess is gonna happen, or what I've seen, is if Billy's toy is broken, Billy's gonna go over to the person who broke the toy and give him karma directly with physical means. Yeah, they're gonna get in a kerfuffle. The 5-year-olds are about to 1v1 each other like it's Smash Bros, okay? Like that's usually what's gonna happen, right? But girls, right? Because they're incentivized for emotional intelligence, they're like, how do I win? Not by physical means. I must emotionally give her turmoil as she has given me for hurting my doll. You have destroyed my doll, and therefore my fun, so I will find where your fun is, and I will destroy it. Like, it's gotta be an emotional battle. It's gotta be like revenge.
To make it fair.
Yep, she destroyed my fun, so now she deserves her fun destroyed. She cannot be allowed to get away with this. You know, boys will be like, I will ruin his face, and girls will be like, I will ruin her joy.
And I did. That's how much shit she gave me. I broke the little toy, and I felt awful. I was like crying. And I look at her, she's got this creepy smile on her face. That's the difference between boys and girls.
Yeah, so the guys go for the physical karma, the women go for the emotional karma. Do you guys agree? I feel like that's why, though. It's like when you tell somebody to prioritize something, I guess I'm gonna sound super nerdy, maybe, I don't know. But it's like, when you tell somebody to prioritize something, like physical strength, right? Like, weakness is bad to have. That's what basically we teach young boys. Overall, like, the gender norm is like, weakness is bad to have. Pick yourself up by your bootstraps. Don't be weak, be physically strong. That is your asset. And then we teach women, you're not strong. You're not gonna be stronger than guys, physically. So you gotta prioritize your emotional intelligence. They're gonna use those as a weapon every time.
And it becomes the difference between men and women, really. Because a man will, like, steal your car, or burn your house down, or beat the shit out of you. But a woman will ruin your fucking life. Do you see the difference? Like, a man will cut your arm off and throw it in a river. But he'll leave you as a human being intact.
I don't know about that. I don't know about, like, maybe he means you're like, you won't be emotionally damaged. I think that's what he means.
He won't fuck with who you are. Women are non-violent, but they will shit inside of your heart.
It's because violence, we don't get as, like, we kind of, okay, how do I put this? We can only put so many points in that skill before we max out of it before guys do. So we have to use other means.
My wife and I, we've been married for about 9 years now, so we're almost done. And
Nah! What do you mean you're almost done? Oh my god.
after 9 years and 2 kids, you start looking at each other like, no, this, no, I'm not gonna just keep doing this. Who would do that?
That's crazy.
We went to therapy for a while, and the therapist was like, one day he goes, you should go on a date. And I'm like, fuck you. I'm not going. I did go on a date with my wife, and I don't think I'm going to call her again. It wasn't really fun. Some things do get...
Bro, he gave his date with his wife A 0 out of 5 stars on Yelp.
Easier as you've been married for a while, you start to understand each other better, and you start looking at yourself more. You spend a lot of your marriage looking at the other person and trying to change them or figure them out. Then you start realizing what you're bringing to the table, and you blame them less for shit, you know? Like, my wife will never fuck me again. I know that now. But I just feel different.
They divorced shortly after this special. It wouldn't surprise me. It would not surprise me based on the way he is talking. Like it seems like if you would have a bad time doing these little things, it's probably not good to stay with them.
Differently about it. I used to get mad. I used to be like, she hasn't fucked me in months. How could she do that to me? Now I look at myself and I'm like, how did she fuck me for years? She fucked me for years. She couldn't possibly have enjoyed most of those fucks.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Which means she took about 500 for the team. You gotta...
Not 500 for the team. Not a soldier in the bedroom.
respect that shit. Because I'm gonna...
She's about to get a medal.
Because I think it's hard for women to have sex if they don't feel like it. It's not a skill they have generally. Men have it. That's just different. We have different sexual skills. Men can fuck whatever. We don't care. We'll fuck you if we don't like you. Everybody knows that. But we'll fuck you even if we don't feel like fucking you. Even if we're not hard. Like, I'll fuck you. Give me a second. I'll find a way. We don't care.
Oh my god! You know, I gotta say, like okay, I've had friends that are girls and friends who are guys, and I swear, every guy I've met is always more like, you know, I wasn't really thinking of that, but I could eat, you know? Whereas girls are like, I don't know if I'm really hungry right now. I don't know. I could probably wait till, like, I don't know if there's anything I really want. Guys are like, it's fine if it's Taco Bell after 4 a.m. and all they have is nachos that have sat there for 5 hours. I probably could eat. Why not?
Things. We'll fuck a rusty keyhole nailed to a donkey's ass. We don't give a shit. We are jizz on demand. We just have we don't care. Women have another skill, which is that they can decide whether or not to have sex with their minds.
I like how he's making it like we're some sort of like psyop. Like they have this skill where they can choose, you know?
Which is amazing to me. A woman can decide not to fuck in the middle of fucking.
Oh my god, I've heard of this too. I have heard, also, if you are friends with girls, they overshare. And so the amount of stories I have heard from women where they will, oh my god, should I say? Okay. They were in the middle of the good time and they told me for some reason they remembered that they were out of something they were going to be cooking for dinner later and that they were going to need to like decide when to go to the grocery store or they were going to have to try to cook something else that they could use as a backup. And this is all right in the middle. I'm like, oh my god. The grocery list?
That is so weird to me.
The grocery list?
Stop because of some other shit that distracted them. If I'm fucking you, you could show me a picture of you cutting my mom's head off. And I'll be like, whoa.
Oh my god. No!
As soon as I come, we're gonna have a talk about that picture.
No! Bro, that's post-nut clarity, right? Because I guess that's post-nut clarity, because you never hear about girls, like, looking at something or thinking of something they were attracted to after they've done that, and then being like, oh my god, I can't believe I looked at that. Like, I feel sick to my stomach. So I guess that is, like, the power of, like, before post-nut clarity.
That's really...
Anyways, that was great. It was slightly unhinged, but I agree with him though. I agree with him that like usually if you meet like a psycho person, right? It's like with guys, it's gonna be like they, you know, like the metaphorical guy is gonna be one that like, you know, cuts your arm off or gets in a physical altercation with you, right? But like a girl, because she can't use those things, she's got her own arsenal, and it's like the emotional manipulation, mental damage. You know, it's like the guys like stacked their stats in like physical strength, and the women did it in like emotional intelligence. So I think it's an interesting topic. But yes,